Hey, what's up guys? Drew back with Princess Craft RV. Today we are in a MDC and we are going to go over the main power panel here. So up top here of this panel, we can see it's labeled water tank heating, and then it has specific tank numbers there. So being that this unit has two freshwater tanks, it's going to have two freshwater tank heaters. And then we also have a gray water heater. Now with these red lights, with all of these switches here, that's gonna obviously indicate that they are on. Now down below those switches here, you can see that we have those labeled for a lot of different things. What makes the MDC so special is that if you are not currently using a specific appliance, you can cut power to that appliance completely. What that allows you to do is kind of go off grid further. You're going to really be able to take advantage of the amount of power that you are consuming. So as we go down the line here, we have a couple different labels, toilet and fridge. So this is going to turn on the 12-volt water pump for the toilet, as well as the 12-volt compressor style fridge here. This is going to turn on our DC outlets on the camper. Next up is going to be our water pump and gauge. And then we have our hot water heater here, our furnace, and then a spare switch if you want to go ahead and wire something of your own in. Now up top here, we have the BM Pro. This is essentially going to give you a real-time readout of how many amps you're consuming, what your battery capacity is, if your battery is charged, what level of charge, and things like that. So looking at the display here, we can pull a couple pieces of information from that. First up, we have the plug that's going to let us know that we are plugged into shore power. And then you see a battery with a lightning bolt right beside that. That is going to let us know that that battery is currently charging. Now also beside that, we see a voltage of 14.4 volts. Now your battery is going to be reading as if it were fully charged anytime you're plugged into shore power. Now to get a true readout of where that battery sits in terms of voltage, you're gonna have to, of course, unplug from shore power and then evaluate. Also up here, I can see that we have 30.7 amps of input, and we are currently outputting 0.0 amps. So we really have none of these switches on. As you can see, the unit is completely dark. So we aren't really pulling anything at this time. As we kind of go through the unit and turn things on, we'll see that output number start to raise. Also, last thing we have in this compartment here is going to be our battery disconnect switch. Now what that's going to do is completely isolate the battery from the 12-volt system completely. With any battery or any 12-volt system, you're going to have nominal or phantom draws throughout that system. MDC has done their best to eliminate as many of those as they can with this switch, but there's no way you can eliminate all of them. So when we are going to be storing the unit for really any amount of time, we're going to want to go ahead and isolate that battery from the rest of the system. And we do so by switching this switch into the off position. Once we've done so, again, that battery is going to be completely isolated from the 12-volt system. That is including solar. So we're going to do the right thing essentially and not put that battery in an endless discharge recharge cycle via the solar during storage. And then we will be able to, again, essentially pick up right where we left off when we put it in storage. Only thing we're gonna have to battle is temperature change, loss of power via temperature drains. Other than that, we're good to go, and you can really decide where you're pulling power from, or if you want to pull no power and utilize the battery disconnect switch, you sure can.